This is Hien, and I've kind of got some news for you guys. It's good news actually. My son's getting better from the hospital. He was having some kind of heart. This is like his third time admitted to the hospital, but it was just more like the first time he was like having a hard time breathing, and I think there's this thing called croup or something like that, or croup. I don't know what it is. But supposedly his air lung gets an infection and he has a hard time breathing. You see his chest is like or his diaphragms and stomach's like expanding pretty big, and he's like trying to get some air. And so they kind of gave him this nebulizer, and that's helped him a lot, and a steroid too. So second time, whenever he gets sick, it happens again, and then third time, we kind of know better now not to wait until it gets severe. So we took him in early, and it wasn't as scary as the first time. So it was just more like, hey, all right, let's just give him some more nebulizer, more steroids, and once that's good to go, he got sent home. So we got some of that medication now, and we're kind of getting the idea that maybe we'll probably just do the same, not freak out, kind of thing. So yeah, he's doing better. And another thing is that my wife is pregnant with a third one. So I kind of talked to her. She's just been morning sickness the whole day, and decided to just be there with her during the day. Support her as much as I can, help out with the kids. She's just very tired. She feels nausea, like she wants to throw up all the time, but she's not. And just exhausted and crampy and all that stuff. So instead of programming during the day, I'm gonna be taking care of her during the day, and then around 10 o'clock at night, I will stay up for another 2 to 4 hours. I'm good with it because I usually stay up anyway. I don't know, I just brain's constantly spinning, so I don't really sleep early. So I can, you know, go from 10 to 2 in the morning or even later, just programming, getting things done, and it's just more of a silent time where I can just focus. So I think it works out better uh, in the meantime. And then so that's kind of where I am. So if I'm not present in the Discord group, I'll check it later on at night and comment and whatnot. But in the meantime, if Nisa's around, comment and ask her for help quite frequently, as much as you can. That way I could just jump right in and just focus and just be this intense programmer kind of guy. And I really want to get to the trade part as soon as possible too. Okay. But I see a lot that could be improved on the auto tuning part, because that kind of everything kind of gets built on and propagates later on. Because if I don't take care of the problem now, once trading hits, it's more issues, and I have to go back and fix the source and propagate forward, kind of thing. So as much as I want to, I think it's best to take care of the leaks now, and I think it would be better investment that way. All right, but thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. Another thing is, like, I do want to intensely focus and program, get it done as soon as possible too. But when I did that on the first three rewrites, it was just kind of like 12 to 16-hour days. I don't know. I just keep doing it, right? Just really intense, and family was getting stressed out because I wasn't there for them. I was just so focused into this. And so I think it will be kind of ironic for Friends of Irony to where I'm trying to protect family by protecting the pack, and I don't protect my own family. So I've kind of toned down my hours a bit to just a regular 8-hour day, maybe sometimes less depending on the situation or whatever happens. And so I also learn a lesson from my son, where he's trying to walk too, and even though he's got the muscles, I know he can do it. But he lacks the balance. Or he's, as soon as I drop my hand, he just like, whoa, I gotta come down. So even though, like, so I kind of brought that to him, kind of like a life understanding kind of thing. Like, hey, I do need balance in my life. I can solely intense on this and focus on it and really get it done. But then if my family life and my, home life is not balanced, what good is that? At the end of the day, if if it happens, if my marriage falls apart, kind of thing, right? So they get to that point where wife was like, hey, you've been doing this for 2 months. It's like, how much longer? When it's gonna end? And she needs my support and attention too. Okay, and also my kids, because my daughter's like, Daddy, like, you don't spend time with me anymore. What's going on? And she wants to jump a trampoline. I'm like, well, I'm busy, this and that. Um, there is kind of like a catch-22 where, you know, you want to be financially, good and bringing this other gate, this other fence I'm building. Because trying to trade war with Amazon, that could be another thing that could affect the income. So I want to get that set aside just in case that happens. And if I don't get to it, then how am I gonna provide if everything falls apart, if this trade war happens, or World War III with China? Who knows, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing, in the future. That's why I want to kind of secure this trade bot kind of deal and be able to draw from that. But at the same time, my daughters are growing so fast too. I'm missing out on the other early stuff, which is the story that I had before, where my dad wasn't there for me, and I see it happening as I'm trying to achieve this. It's kind of like, man, yeah, but I have to do this to get to that. But then if I do that, I'm missing out. But I think at the end of the day, it's just have a real good balance on that. So thank you so much for watching this. Hopefully you understand, and thank you so much for your support, understanding, patience, and I really appreciate that you guys are with me in this group, and I hopefully am able to help you guys with the tuner to trade better, get better settings, and use Haas better, and start managing and helping other people too, okay, and other families. All right, that's all. Thank you, and then I'm gonna get back to work. Bye.